This is Michael Duarte here with NBCLA sports anchor Fred Roggin. Fred, the nightmare scenario, as you said, is upon us. Do or die Game 5 back at Dodger Stadium. What was your immediate reaction after this Game 4 loss?
That wasn't good. My immediate reaction was that wasn't good. And it wasn't good because the Nationals are the one team the Dodgers did not want to see in the playoffs because of their pitching. Not only did Max Scherzer pitch tonight, and I was in there in the post-game news conference, so I listened to what Scherzer had to say. He said his arm was basically about to fall off. He had nothing else. I mean, that was it. He wasn't even throwing with the same velocity. He was so exhausted, but he knew he couldn't come out. Now, in the final game, you're going to see Steven Strasburg. He beat the Dodgers in Game 2. His ERA has been remarkable in the playoffs. So this is the one scenario the Dodgers did not want to have happen. And tonight, I mean, they loaded the bases. They couldn't push a run across. Rich Hill started, and he struggled. He didn't feel good about it. Urias came in. He didn't have command. That cost him as well. Pedro Baez was a little bit shaky. That cost him as well. And in a situation like this, if you can put your foot on somebody's throat and end it, you need to end it. Now, the Dodgers have faced zero adversity the entire year. They won 106 games. And now it comes down to one game. So I think this is the ultimate nightmare scenario for them.
I think you hit the nail on the head as far as both teams had the opportunities. The Nationals got the big hit when they needed it. Ryan Zimmerman with the 3-run blast off of Pedro Baez. The Dodgers did not. You mentioned that 7th inning when Max Scherzer emptied the tank. Chris Taylor, great at bat against him. Bases loaded. Base hit, could score too. Jock Peterson missed a double that would have cleared the bases by about this much. Would have made it a different ball game. But you mentioned this do-or-die game. Can the Dodgers dig deep into the experience well, having done this against the Nationals in 2016, having gone to a Game 7 against the Astros, even though they lost it, Game 7 against Milwaukee? They have this experience where maybe the Nationals don't. They've never advanced to the NLCS.
It's so funny you bring that up because in the post-game news conference, and it was the Nationals, they were asked about it. They said, the Dodgers and a lot of teams are going with more youth now. And at one point somebody said, you guys are basically old. Who are the young guys here? You might have a mix, but you guys are playing with veterans, and the Dodgers are playing with kids. And the Nationals said, and it was Scherzer and Ryan Zimmerman, yeah, we are the old guys. We know that. Our team is old. But there is something to be said about experience in the playoffs. So even though the Dodgers have been here before, has Gavin Lux been here before? No. Has Matt Beatty been here before? No. Has Will Smith been here before? No. More Nationals have been here than Dodgers, just from the perspective of playing and being veterans. So I know the sense is the Dodgers have been here before. Have they? Some of them have. Not all of them have. So I think it's sometimes, the less you know, the smarter you become. Knowledge is a bad thing. If you start worrying about things because you've done them before, it can freak you out. I'm just hoping that the young guys with the Dodgers, although they played a lot during the season, the playoffs are a different animal, I'm hoping that they're stupid enough not to worry about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just don't let anything get into your mind. You need to play a good game. That's it. Make your at-bats count. Make your pitches count.
Funny you mentioned that. Howie Kendrick was on that Dodgers 2016 that beat the Nationals in Game 5. Now he's on the other end with the Nationals trying to beat the Dodgers in a Game 5. There is one young guy the Dodgers have who has been here before. This will be his third do-or-die elimination game, and that's starter Walker Buehler, 25-year-old flamethrower who will be on the mound for the Dodgers. He's pitched well in the World Series. He pitched well in that Game 7 on the road in Milwaukee last year. What do you think you'll see from him in Game 5 at Dodger Stadium?
I think he'll pitch very well. I mean, he openly admits, and he said it afterwards, that pressure, there's no pressure. The only thing I have to do is just make my pitches. He said the last time he pitched against them, he thought he missed 6 or 7 pitches. He said that. He said, I can't miss them. I've just got to go out and do what I can do. I've got to make my pitches. And he was asked, well, this is the 4th time you'll see him this year. Do they really know you? And he goes, not if I make my pitches. They don't really know me. He said, I faced Colorado 5 times. So it's not how many times they've seen him. He's just concerned about go out, do what you're supposed to do, and make your pitches. And he believes it'll all be fine. I think he'll pitch very well.
The one thing that we can say with the Dodgers is that this is going to be an all-hands-on-deck Game 5 for both teams, whereas we already saw Corbin last night. We saw Scherzer tonight. He's probably done. Like you said, his arm almost fell off.
He
right.
said it. I'm done. I'm not.
I mean, they've already got to the bullpen and their best relievers tonight. If you can get Strasburg out somewhat early, which we know is the game plan and easier said than done, you got a chance. Whereas the Dodgers have Kershaw, Ryu if you need it. Jansen hasn't pitched. They're going to be ready to go in that really if they can get a lead. To me, this entire series, each game, one inning. One inning has teetered each game both ways. Do you think that's what we'll see in Game 5? One inning that makes the difference?
I think the key, again, is this, and I thought it about tonight. I said if Rich Hill had gone 4 innings, give him 4, keep him close to Dodgers win. He didn't go 4, and you saw the result. I think that Strasburg is going to pitch until his arm falls off. If the Dodgers are not ahead, but in the game, as Strasburg continues to tire, they win. The danger, again, is what happened here. They cannot fall behind. If they fall behind, they're going to be in big trouble. If they can just basically wait him out, then when they get to the bullpen, they'll hit him. So I think that's the key. Just be in the game or ahead and outlast Strasburg. If you do, you win the game.
Well, Dodger fans, keep the antacid ready. I'm by your side for Game 5. Whereas baseball's loving this, it's going to be Walker Buehler, Steven Strasburg, winner take all, Game 5. Fred and I will both be there, and we will see you again after the game. Thank you so much.